So her idea was to tell her fiancé in some kind way that he needed to lose some weight. Now, the truth of the matter is their wedding is in April, so yada, 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 health. But the truth of the matter is that she wanted him to lose, 25 pounds? So he looked good at the wedding. Do I have that right?
Did she give us, I don't think did she give us an amount? I think she said that he had gained that amount of time in a short period of time. So we were like, we had discussed, and Cassie and I agreed, like if you wanted to talk to your significant other, your partner, like, hey, I've noticed some changes in your habits and your behaviors. I just want to make sure everything's okay. Are you extra stressful? Are you extra stressed? What's going on. But we opted not to do the texting tutor.
Right.
We called it off.
So we were wondering, how did she bring this up to him? And he had put 25 pounds on. So did she do it? How did it go? She's back with an update. Hey, Danielle.
Hey there. How's it going?
Okay. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Despite the fact, you guys decided we weren't going to text my fiance about the weight gain. Things kind of turned out just fine. Yeah. So I didn't end up.
Some context here, too, if you're listening for the first time. Earlier in the week, we had the very same conversation, and it got really heated on the show. And we just kind of felt like if we did that, we were covering kind of the same ground. And it was a really emotional couple of days. So we decided to pass on it and just say, look, sorry, you're on your own. And then we gave some suggestions on how she could approach it. So with that, how did it go?
Well, I didn't end up saying anything.
Okay.
And so it seems that he actually might be taking initiative on his own, because the day after Christmas, he was out most of the day and he came home with a bunch of workout equipment. He had bought one of those full body home gyms. He bought some clothes and running shoes. He also ordered a treadmill on Amazon, and I asked him, hey, what are you up to? And he said that his New Year's resolution was to get back into shape. And I didn't want to say anything detrimental or hurt, I wanted him to stay on track. So I kept my response pretty simple, and I was just encouraging. I said, good for you. I'm doing the same. And the next day he had cleaned out the kitchen and went grocery shopping for much healthier options. And so he's even started food prepping. So it seems that his New Year's resolution is to start focusing on his health. And he didn't even drink on New Year's. He said that he wanted to feel good on his first day of the year rather than hungover. So it seems that he's on a new health track, and I'm really excited. So it seems I didn't even have to say anything, and he ended up finding and discovering on his own that he wanted to get back on track. So
is there any chance that he listens to the Bert Show and you didn't know that?
I don't think so. I don't know.
But I mean, this is, if somebody has if he's gained 25 pounds, he's noticed that he's gained 25 pounds, right? And this is the time of year when people make those type of resolutions. And
absolutely.
And Cassie said there's a whole thing about sweating for the wedding. And so maybe that was on his mind as well. And I think, I wouldn't even attribute it to us. Maybe he's just decided, yep, I'm decided that I want to get back into shape. And this is going to be my New Year's resolution.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet there. I'll tell you that.
Feels like best case scenario.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted, was him doing it on his own.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like when you make comments about your partner's weight or their habits, it feels a little bit like a control issue. And so, like everyone said, you kind of dodged a bullet and you got off scot-free because, it seemed like you wanted to try and take control of his weight. And he's just, doing what he feels like is best for him and what's going to make him feel good for the wedding. So good on him for taking control of that.
And good for you also saying, you know what, I'm going to start taking it more seriously. Also, I will take this journey with you. That's going to make him feel really, really great.
Yeah, we can do it together.
What if he would have turned around and gone, I'm glad you're taking it with me because you've put some weight on and I really... I would really like you to take that off before the wedding.
I didn't know how to tell you.
Yeah, I don't know how to tell you this. Dang, I almost called a morning show. and had to do it for me.
Cassie, you're being awful quiet.
I know you are. What's up? Thanks, Danielle.
I'm being quiet because I honestly, I don't have much to contribute. I think it worked itself out. I think the way she handled her fiance telling her she was going to lose weight by just being encouraging, but not being like, yeah, you need to, and not pushing too hard was fantastic. And everyone's allowed to make changes for their bodies. And I think that's great. And I think it's great that she also kept her trap shut and didn't push him into it. And now she's being a supportive partner, which is all you really could ask for.
Our listener, Mike, here wants to say there's a serious double standard going on here. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I feel like I will play the role of Cassie. And yeah, I think this is gross. Like, I mean, if this was a man and y'all were talking about a woman, it would be very different. And I don't mean this mean, but if you're worried about his weight right now, this marriage, y'all got some serious work to do because we're all going to gain weight. We're all going to lose weight. And it's just really gross listening to it. Like, I think it's really just worried about the future of this marriage. But that's all I'll say.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways for sure.
Yeah, and I think we had that conversation when she first came on to ask us to text, and that's part of the reason we didn't do it. But I think when your partner comes forward after gaining a lot of weight in a short amount of time and then is like self-realizing I'd like to make some healthier changes, I think being supportive as a partner is really important. And I actually think she might have heeded our advice and changed how she's interacting with him. And I think it's for the better.
The Bert Show.